All right, boys, today's a special day. I'm sorry, no webcam today. I apologize. I'm not at the studio. I'm at home in my bedroom. So, as much as I want to show webcam, it might not be appropriate for YouTube and it'll demonetize my channel and it will be shut down again. So, let's talk about a topic before I dive and deep dive into making like content like every day or twice a day. Let's talk about something I should talk about that no one's talked about. No big content creators talked about yet. And please don't pressure other content creators to talk about it because they're gonna say like, oh, Yaro G talked about it. Why don't you? Like, don't pressure them. I'm only saying this because I've read a tweet where someone said no one in the Dragon Ball Legends community is talking about this, and they feel a little bit discouraged. They feel a little bit unsafe. Not unsafe, but they just feel like, not good. So I'm here to just talk about it. So happy Pride Month, guys. Happy Pride Month. So to all you guys that are prideful, I don't even, to all you Vegetas out there, happy month for that. So I should get that out of the way. So there's been a bit of a controversy in the Dragon Ball Legends community. Like, when is there not a controversy? But there's been quite a big one where they have been making fun of the Pride people. So I'm just here to say, like, in this channel, we make fun of everyone in a good way. Like, you're in a safe spot. And I feel like a lot of people are very impressionable on Twitter. So if you just go on YouTube, it's a lot safer. But with that being said, you shouldn't have to deal with that. And it's very ironic because I think Dragon Ball Legends just released their Dragon Ball Legends official Discord. So yeah. Okay, so yeah, so the guy, I don't want to talk to the details on like what happened because this isn't a drama channel and I don't want to dive into that content because it would just be more about that and it might just not age the video. I just want to make it to a message to like everyone. And then there's like my subscribers on YouTube and they're like, what the hell's going on? So basically, to sum it up, toxic Dragon Ball Legends community on Twitter is being toxic once again. So I just want to reiterate, not everyone in the Dragon Ball Legends community is toxic. Okay, there's people like me, believe it or not. So yeah, you're in a safe spot and I'm going to make content. So yeah, so you're probably going to be, now I have an incentive to make content now to make you guys not depressed and actually have faith in the Dragon Ball Legends community or just in the internet sphere. So, and it's just so weird. Like, why would you even bother, discriminating those kinds of people, right? And I just don't want to dive into details because there are some people that are discriminated that is not the ones getting bullied. But I just want to say it in a general aspect, like, can we not bully these kinds of people? Because out of the whole world, like out of the whole Dragon Ball Legends community, there is more people that deserve to get discriminated. I know. Okay, Yaoji, pick a side. Are you a fucking... Okay, so, like, there are leg switches. There are freaking people. There are racist people. Okay, I don't know what was going on like 2 years ago. There was like the French community beefing with the Japanese community, beefing with the English community about who's the best Dragon Ball Legends gold rank players. Like, all right, we get it, bro. Like, who's the sweatiest, smelliest person in the basement? Like, you can take that award, bro. Like, come on. So this video is just basically talking about, yes, please have faith in the Dragon Ball Legends community. It's a safe spot. And for those people that are kind of dealing with it right now, they're kind of like mentally stressed, I do have some tips for you guys, okay? As someone who is not under the age of 24, and I know a lot of people on Twitter are under the age of 24. So with that being said, some of you are very young too, like freaking 16 on the internet, bro. You got a whole life ahead of you. Why the fuck are you on Twitter? So, for you guys, you're gonna be very, very impressionable, and you're gonna be very sensitive to the big world. So I'm just gonna give you guys some advice. So Twitter is not the same as it was back in 2021 or 2022. It's a much, much more skewed, messed up place. So I do blame Elon Musk. He just made the whole platform very political. And when things get political, there's going to be a lot of arguing. And what else he did? He made Twitter monetizable by engagement, which is very, very bad because that's just gonna create a lot of bots, like third-party bots, where they can literally just retweet anything that can be rage bait, and then they can get revenue out of it. And even without the bots, people are literally spewing their reaction to things that is going to just give them the most engagement. And what gets the most engagement are things that are going to enrage people. So they can these people are literally thinking backwards. They're thinking, how can I make this the worst tweet possible? Because if it's the worst tweet possible, it's actually the best tweet possible because it's going to get engagement. So how can I make this the most like toxic and most racist thing possible? So it's not really a good space to be in. So if you have friends on Twitter, I should just suggest just taking a break, okay? Because the algorithm is so bad. Like, the algorithm knows when you take a break. So when you actually take a break, the algorithm will actually fix itself a little bit. So once you take a break and then you jump back into Twitter, they'll start showing you the good shit again, a little bit of the good stuff, because they want you to get hooked again. So maybe it's good to take a break and then you see that good side of Twitter again once you're there, and then maybe you can moderate your usage on that app. And you can also just take a break from the internet. Not the whole internet, but just take a break from anything that is engagement related. So anything that has comment sections, something that has like an opinion. So you can watch movies, you can watch long form YouTube, but not shorts. Shorts are a little bit too stimulating and will like mess up with your cortisol and stress levels, where if you just binge shorts, like the moment you just do anything that's not shorts, you're just gonna have very irritable mood swings because you're not doing anything as stimulating and as dopamine engaging as that. So you can just go to the gym, you can go for a walk, you can hang out with friends with no phone. One of the best tips I've ever done. Okay, I suggest, if you're listening right now, I suggest you do this. Join a class of anything. Okay, you have free will. Make use of it. It needs to be something that you're not really interested in. So this is what I did. And you can like bandwagon and get inspired by it. So the algorithm, we're basically so sourced up by the algorithm that your perspective on the world is literally your algorithm. They pick your niches and they show you the world of the niche, and then that's what you think the world is. Like for me, I think the world is Dragon Ball Legends, and everyone's like Dragon Ball Legends on Twitter. So if I spend my whole day on Twitter, I'm going to think the whole world is like Dragon Ball Legends toxic people. But that's not how it is. So you got to escape that and do something else. So it kind of renews and regains your faith in humanity. So what I did, I went for a walk, and it was cold outside, and then there was like a hot yoga gym. And there was a hot yoga class. It was like, oh, wow, there's one like literally in the next 10 minutes. I'll join that, the free trial class. And the thing about hot yoga, I just came across it. It's out of my demographic. It's super way out of my demographic, out of my age range, out of my interests. I have free fucking will. Fuck the algorithm. I joined it, and it was the most wholesome, best thing I've ever done in that recent point of time. Because the people I met, the people I talked to was just so refreshing. They were so nice. It was just a good experience. I got like it was a good workout, runner's high. It was so hot. Yeah, obviously, hot yoga. And then I was like, I felt refreshed. I was like, oh my God, wow. So for you guys, especially the ones that are grinding gold rank, that is a little bit sweaty, it's good to take a break. And yeah, so I say take a break, and then I'm going to dive into like 2 to 3 videos a day. So yeah, just a little bit of a tip for you guys that are going through it. Yeah.